Let's talk about David Ornstein and his update on obviously the big three in terms of contracts and what he has said. Of course, it was, I think, in a Q&A session yesterday with The Athletic, suggesting again that there seems to be some optimism around the contracts, as you can see below, realistically. But yeah, as you can see on screen right now, it does say the talks continue, and there has long been optimism around around Anfield in regards to Salah and Van Dijk. I'm not aware of an agreement being reached, but both players seem to be keen to stay. Plus, as far as we know, Liverpool absolutely want both to obviously both to keep both as well, which again, it's not really a new update. Again, I feel like now we are in a little bit in a mixed spot. Again, he does go on to speak about Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he does say that again with Trent, there isn't not so much there isn't the same optimism, but of course there's a bit of a difference between obviously Salah, Van Dijk's contracts, and of course Trent. With Trent, obviously there isn't much of that communication suggesting that Liverpool, he wants to stay at Liverpool. But of course, you've also got Real Madrid there, who are at the moment banging on the door to sign Trent on a free transfer, of course, because that is at the moment what they are doing at the moment. That is what Real Madrid are planning to do at the moment, is just sign the best players on free transfers. They are willing to wait a season or two to get the best team possible, because even now I think look, you've got Trent at right back, you've got Saliba, I think is out of contract at Arsenal in 2 years' time. It might be maybe 3 years as well. It wouldn't surprise me if they waited for him as well. And I think overall, like, if you were to say right now, put money on it right now, who do you think is going to re-sign? I think right now I would say Virgil van Dijk 100%, and then I put Salah, and then I put Trent. If I'm being honest, I do think Trent is most likely leaving Liverpool. I wouldn't say, I personally wouldn't say like, look, Liverpool are gonna convince all three of them to stay, because I think there's been that consensus all throughout the season that Mo Salah wants to stay, Virgil van Dijk wants to stay. Trent, we've heard nothing off of him, no interviews, obviously nothing suggesting that he wants to stay, or there's been no encouragement of that. Of course, you kind of expect it, because again, obviously Scouser, it's his club, if you want to say that. But again, there's been no inkling that he wants to resign. And at the moment, every single time you look at a report from Spain, they suggest that it's pretty much done as well. But it would be the absolute shocker if one day, which is random announcement, Trent signs a new contract, and then Van Dijk and Salah then re-sign. Because a lot of obviously conspiracy theories at the moment is that both of them have re-signed. And of course, they're not announcing it because they don't want Trent to have that pressure of being the odd one out a little bit. But in that same consensus, you kind of need Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah to get their contracts sorted, and if that is the case, of course there's obviously conspiracy theories, but if that is the case, again, I want Van Dijk and Salah signed ASAP. I don't want to be waiting and not singling out Trent, because again, at the end of the day, if you want to stay, then sign the contract.